All right, everybody, come on in, come on in. I need a captain's hat here. All aboard the second annual Maggie Meetup Cruise with my travel agent and our fellow scholar, Lauren Robbins from Robbins Cruise Connections. One of our scholars who actually just booked requested a Q&A. So we are 30 days out from our cruise. It is not too late. Today is your day to ask any questions that you all have. We will walk you all through the process, walk you all through what we have planned for you, and then hopefully see you all next. Well, not all of you. Okay. See some of you next month. But for anybody new here, hi, I am Maggie, the substitute teacher. You may know me for my cooking channel. And one of the things you may not know about me is that I have a November birthday. My birthday is actually right around Thanksgiving. So I'm one of those holiday babies that every year it's hard for me to celebrate because, of course, we want people to be with their family. Lauren, who is our travel agent here and set up last year's cruise and this year's cruise, suggested, Maggie, why don't we get together for a meetup on a cruise? And I was like, why don't we do it November for my birthday? So we did it last year on Royal Caribbean. It was a blast, but some of y'all didn't want to be around these kids. So this year we are going on Virgin Voyages, which is 18 and up, my first time. So Lauren, would you please introduce yourself? Let us know about Robbins Cruise, your travel agency, and high level kind of what we have planned and what you can do for me or anyone else who's planning an event.
All is out there. I am Lauren Robbins with Robbins Cruise Connections. Been in travel over 20 years, so started off with cruising, and now I'm basically an independent home-based travel agency. So I can do hotel bookings, I can do all-inclusive, resorts, bus trips, just mobility. If you need a mobility scooter on your, so don't let your mobility issues hold you back, or rent your scooters, different things like that. So I just do a variety of things. I work with groups and individuals.
Fantastic. Okay, I am so excited. So I'm going to share my screen, you all. I've got a few tabs up. I also put the link in the description. So let me give you all a little bit of history. I'll drop the link here in the chat on YouTube and Facebook. Then I'll also put it over on Instagram, and I'll also put it on TikTok. You all can take a look. So last year, like I said, was our first annual Maggie Meetup Cruise. And I have events. Some of you all don't want to be around the water, and that's fine. But you all love to get together and meet in person. And I love to meet you all as well. And Lauren and her husband are actual professional cruisers, if you ask me. I've been on cruises before, but Lauren is either retired or almost retired, but they spend a lot of time cruising. And I think it was a couple years ago, or maybe last year, she was on a cruise and saw a group of people going to an event space. And she messaged me or was in the chat just like y'all and said, hey, Maggie, have you ever thought about a cruise for your meetup? Because you all like to get together and everybody has great ideas. And Maggie, we should do this. And Maggie, we should do that. It is a lot to put together. And so I am so grateful to have an actual professional. Y'all, I just show up. I don't have to do anything. Lauren makes the magic happen. So much so that she put together a website for us. So we're going to go through the website. Again, if you all have any questions about the cruise, today is your day because we are 30 days out. We are shipping out next month. It's a 5-day, 4-night cruise on Virgin Voyages. And since I've never been on Virgin, Lauren, would you let us know, since you've been on Virgin at a high level, what it is, how it's different, and your thoughts about it? Then we'll go through our itinerary.
All right, so Virgin Voyages is a new, relatively new cruise line. They first started sailing, I believe they did their first sailing in 21. They were delayed by the pandemic, and they started out with one lady ship. They call their ships lady ships, and they call their the cruisers are the passengers, sailors, and I'm a travel advisor, but they call me a first mate. So it's all nautical terms. Sir Richard Branson, he is the creator of the cruise line itself, like Virgin Atlantic with his music and everything like that. So that's where it started. So Virgin does everything different, and they wanted to cater to adults. So all passengers have to be 18 or over. So you can be a kid at heart, but you have to be at least 18. Virgin is different, whereas all the included, they have your gratuities are included, your basic Wi-Fi is included. All the restaurants are almost like a specialty restaurant, and that's included. And all your essential drinks are included. So your sodas, your regular juices are included. Alcohol is still an expense, and they don't have like a typical drink package. They have what they call a bar tab, where that bar you can purchase an individual bar tab for anywhere from $300 to $1,000. And with that bar tab, you can treat yourself or others to the beverages that are available. And that would be like your of course your alcohol beverages and your specialty coffees. And so Virgin is just totally different, and the vibe is different than any other cruise line. So you just have to be open-minded, but it was really, my husband and I went last year, August, and we loved it. We said we would go again. So here we are.
So here we are. And again, you all, this is our Sail Away Q&A. So if you have any questions, today is your day to ask. All right. So again, my first time sailing on Voyage. I've been on the traditional cruise lines, the Royals, the Carnivals, the Norwegians. So this is my first time. Virgin is 18 and up. So no kiddos. And then also, like Lauren said, a lot of the things that other cruise lines charge extra for are included with Virgin. So all of the restaurants are included. You don't have to pay a premium like you may have done in the past. And I love that. As a matter of fact, once we were about 45 days out, the booking window for restaurant reservations opened. So I am already booked, and I try to get a variety of restaurants, you all, because I make content for you when we come back for the cruise. Of course, if you're not able to sail, I will review it, but you don't have to pay extra for your dining. Also, since there's no kids on Virgin, like Lauren said, there are no buffets. So everything is either prepared fresh for you or someone serves you. So you don't have to worry about people touching the utensils and all of that. They have all the different cruise type rooms. We have a balcony. Even if you want to cruise as a single, we have a gentleman who's coming by himself, I believe for the second year in a row. So you can get a single room. And I don't believe you have to pay for tipping either. Is that correct, Lauren?
Correct. Gratuities are already included.
All right, so some of y'all are here. Val says you're ready to take notes for next year's trip. Y'all, Lauren is on it. As soon as we got back from last year's trip, she was like, let's do this next year. Okay, Val has a question. Hello, Val. I hope you were the one who asked for this Q&A. I wanted to do this for you. She says, how do we make accommodations to our room, such as having 2 beds instead of 1? Lauren, can you take that one?
So all rooms are always, well, I should say, most rooms are set up for 2, but they adjust the housekeeping staff will just adjust the bed. So if you need to have 1 bed, like usually 2 single beds that convert to 1 king size bed, or they leave them separated to have 2 single beds.
Yeah, so I was scrolling, y'all. I'm going to see if I can find a picture. Sorry for all of the scrolling. I'll see if I can find a picture. The beds in the Virgin cabins, as far as I can tell, there's multiple configurations. So if you want to sleep together, they can push the 2 single beds together to make 1 big double bed. Or if you want to sleep separately, they can separate the beds. And I've even seen some pictures, I'll try and find it while we're streaming, where they can kind of put it like in an L shape. So everybody kind of has their own space. And then Lauren, I saw a picture, I don't know if Virgin still does twice a day housekeeping, but during the day, they turn your bed into like a day bed. So you can sit on it. And then at night, they turn it into an actual bed. Did I see that right?
So initially when Virgin came on scene, that was what they intended to do, but then I don't really know if cruises like that. So the majority now, the beds are just left made as a bed. It's not situated as a bed and a couch. It's just a bed. So typically the setup you see right now on the screen, that is actually two beds put together to make one. So if you had two cruisers or two sailors in that room, they would make it up because they have all the linens. So they have the linens available to accommodate a single size bed or a queen size, king size bed. But they are not all made up as beds. They don't break it down like that anymore.
Okay, thank you for telling us that. Hopefully you all can see this picture here. So we're looking at the cabins and it's a little bit hard to see, but you can see this would be an example of two singles in a room, right? So you have your one bed over here up against this wall, and then it's kind of like an L shape. It looks like to me another bed over here. So I'm sure this is just something that you would request, or maybe it's somewhere in the app, but there's all the different configurations. So you can have your own space, or you can sleep together if you would like. And then also they have the singles. So I don't know if this is a single or not. You can choose if you want a window or no window, or if you want
the inside of the no windows. So the whole thing is like, once you get to your stateroom and it's not set up the way you want, it's just a matter of just telling them, and they will make it. They'll make it happen. They make the magic happen for sure.
I love it. Let's make the magic happen. Okay, great question. Lady C has a November birthday as well. Those of us who have birthdays coming up this time of year, we know it's difficult to celebrate, but Lauren makes this so easy. All right, I wanted to go back to the website so you all can see some of the things that are included for you on Virgin Voyages. So we took a look at the cabin. So while we're here, again, this would be an example of a balcony. So this is what I have. And the balcony has like a swing, not a swing, a canopy. What are these things called?
Hammocks.
A hammock.
And they are divine. What you see there is that it's actually not completely it's like in the chair mode, I guess I would say, right there, but it actually extends to the full length of your body. The hammock does. And and you see right there, that's a refrigerator or cooler behind the wooden slats there. And every day they refresh your water with either still or sparkling water, upon your request, and along with ice.
All right, I am so excited. So Lauren has said that the hammock will support us. I was worried about that, but this is an example if you want the balcony, if you want the window, or if you want no window. So there's lots of different configurations of the rooms and lots of different configurations of the bedding. So you can have whatever you want. And I believe even like room service is included. So if you don't want to be around a lot of people in the morning, you don't have to be. So I think this is wonderful. I'm really excited. Let me go back to what comes included in the Virgin cruise ship experience that usually we have to pay for. And we are cruising November 13th, which is a Wednesday, through November 17th, which is a Sunday, because this year my birthday is actually the day after Thanksgiving. And of course, I'm not expecting anybody to come see me instead of being with your family. So we're actually sailing the week before Thanksgiving this year, or maybe 2 weeks before. Last year when we actually sailed on my birthday, but don't worry, we're still going to celebrate. I know someone had a question about what activities are we going to do. One of the things that I love is the Virgin, like all of them, they have an app. And once you are part of our booking, we'll be able to message each other. So you all can do as much as you want with me or nothing at all. I am that type of traveler. I like to do something from morning till night. Some of y'all like to just stay in the cut and say, what time do you want to meet for dinner? Either way, it's totally fine. I will try to, make sure I meet everybody. If we can find a space to do like a gathering, maybe I'll bring some gifts or something like that. But we kind of just played it by ear once everybody was on board. Maybe we watch a show together. Maybe we, sample some food together. It's completely up to you all. You can do as much as you want with me or nothing at all. It's completely up to you. And that's one of the reasons that I love that we're doing a cruise, because they have their own itinerary of things that you can do without having to wait on anyone. Lauren, do you want to add anything about the room service? Then I'm going to talk about what comes included.
So room service actually it's not just in your room. You could be anywhere on the ship and they will bring what you ordered to you. Now there is a fee, but it's a fee. I can't remember what exactly it is, but if you purchase a beverage that has a fee, then there's no fee. But if you just get like if you don't get a beverage, or there'll be a fee. But everything is handled in your app. So you just go in and order what you want, and it knows where you are on the ship, and they deliver it to you.
I love that. All right, let's see what else is included when you travel with Virgin. So again, my first time. So these are the things that are going to be included in your fare. So Wi-Fi is included. So this is good. I will be posting pictures when I'm on the ship. I did that last year so you all could see. I won't do any live streams when I'm there. I actually want to be present with those of y'all that are cruising with us. And then I will do some live streams after, like I did last year. So if you all are new to my channel, you can just search, Maggie, the substitute teacher cruise, and you can see what we did last year if you want to get a little taste. But Wi-Fi is included. On a lot of cruise lines, you have to pay for that. So this is good. Tips and gratuities. So what you pay is already going to include tipping. A lot of the standard cruise lines will charge you per day, like a $10 per person per day, which can add up if you're there for a week. So that's nice to know that tips are included. This is my favorite, all dining. I noticed this with a lot of cruises now. They're giving you some of the basic like buffets included. And if you want the premium experience, which don't we all want the premium experience, they charge you extra for that. But on Virgin, all of the restaurants are included. So y'all, I'm working like a ninja with my schedule to try and have breakfast here, brunch here, dinner here. I want to try and hit all of the restaurants on the cruise so that I can get research to come back to you all. So 20 plus eateries. I don't know if I'll get to all of them, but you don't have to pay extra for that. And y'all know, shout out to Team Greedy. Soda and water is included. This is good to know, including tea and coffee. On a lot of other cruise lines, you're going to pay for soda. I'm not a big soda drinker, but that's good to know. It's included. I did get the bar tab, so I'll go ahead and say that now. If you're coming on the cruise, first drink's on me. So I have a bar tab. I will splurge on you all. Fitness classes, clearly. I don't do these enough, but if you are a fitness buff, you can take the classes on Virgin included. I didn't know this, that other cruise lines will charge you for fitness classes. So if they have a gym, you can go and use the gym for free. But if you want to take a class, you have to pay for that. Apparently on Virgin, it is included. And then entertainment. So all of the shows, and I've never been, this will be my first time, but they have some pretty eye-catching shows that's going to be included. So that's nice. All right. Anything else that you think stands out that makes Virgin different, Lauren?
Well, nothing right. Well, the crew stands out. They they just work so hard and they treat you very well. So it was a fantastic experience. And what I was going to say in reference to the shows and the dining, the dining, like you already mentioned, 45 days prior to sailing, the eateries become available for you to select your preferred your restaurant. And the quality of the food is more like a specialty restaurant on the other cruise lines. The food is excellent. When I was on board, I really enjoyed the pink agave, which is the like Mexican flavored restaurant. I really enjoyed that, along with the extra virgin, which is like the Italian restaurant. Though, I mean, all the restaurants were great, but I really enjoyed those two. And then when it comes to entertainment, they don't allow you to book the entertainment prior to sailing. You have to book it when you get on board. So that's going to be one. That's going to be one of the things that you want to do as soon as you get on the ship, because they tend to sell out. So that and the group fitness classes. So once you get on board, you want to make sure your you have your Wi-Fi connected. Excuse me, and you go ahead and select those classes and the entertainment. Although when it comes to the entertainment, if you don't get the and the classes, if they're sold out, you can always go. They always have like a standby line, because people sign up, but they may not come.
Awesome. So we have another question from Val. Val says, do you think that during one of the gatherings you will have a Q&A? I do have some questions for you. Absolutely, my dear. What we can do is, once everybody's on board and we all connect, everybody's checked into their room, we will pick a day and we'll pick a time that works for everyone. I'll make myself available. We can do like a meet and greet, and anybody who wants to come, I can do a live Q&A or anything, not streamed, not anything, just those of us that are on the ship. Absolutely happy to. Just let me know what works for you and I'll make it work. Again, for those of you all, I'll have to check the app. Val, if you're already booked, then you will be in our, I think Lauren says it's called a circle. So basically like our group travel. So for those of you all that are cruising with us, go ahead and download the Virgin mobile app. And then I should be able to connect with you on the app. And once we get on board, we can text each other. Wi-Fi is free, but we can message each other within the Virgin app. So absolutely, that'll be fun to answer some questions for you all. I wanted to take a look at the restaurant, since I'm a big foodie, so you all can know what dining experiences Virgin has for us. And again, I will be doing dining documentaries when I come back. So if you're not able to travel with us this time, you'll hear and see all about it when we return. Yeah, there was one other thing that I was going to say. Oh, yes. If you are cruising with us, like Lauren said, the window has opened for you to make your dining reservations. So I've already picked where I'm going to be for dinner, for breakfast, and for brunch. If there are some restaurants that you can't get in, either on the app, it shows that it's full, or you ran out of time and you forgot to do it. Like Lauren said, when you get on the ship, they have like, I'm going to call it customer service, but sailor services or whatever. You can just walk up, and oftentimes they can seat you, but I like to be prepared. All right. EKNL says that food better be good. Let's take a look at what they have. Okay. So this is their signature restaurant. As I understand, it's called the Wake, and it's called the Wake because it's at the back of the ship. So you basically see the trail of water behind you, which is called the Wake. And I'll leave the link in the chat. You all can look at the menu and judge for yourself. I'm a true foodie, so I'll try just about anything. And I know I have dinner at the Wake one night. So I believe this is like the steakhouse, maybe. I could be wrong, but either way, it is. Okay. So yeah, so you all can see here, this is the steakhouse on board, and this is called the Wake. So I do have a reservation, so you all will get a dining documentary of the Wake. All right, so we have that planned. And then next, they even have different views by day and by night. Oh, let me go back to by day because I don't want to mess myself up. Okay. Razzle Dazzle. All right, there's the Wake. Then Razzle Dazzle is maybe this is their signature, like casual American restaurant. So yeah, classic American comfort food. All right, so I don't know exactly what they have here. It looks like some bacon, some burgers and fries. Very excited about this. I think I booked Razzle Dazzle for the first night. So you all will get a dining documentary of that one. This is Lauren's favorite. Oh, let's go back. Let's see what they have here for Razzle Dazzle. Any other pictures? No. Okay, so Lauren, this is Pink Agave, and y'all can see it says upscale Mexican. So I think I'm going to do my celebration, my birthday dinner at Pink Agave. But why don't you tell us, Lauren, what you love about this one since it's your favorite?
So they had, if I'm not mistaken, they had a ribeye that was covered in cheese, and it was just to die for, I guess, if I could say that. And we also had a like a seafood platter that was comp for us, but it was a beautiful seafood platter. I think that that might be it. But yeah, it was just excellent. It really was. So
well, I am excited. Oh my goodness, I am so excited. Mexican or Latin inspired flavors are some of my favorites. So I definitely will be at Pink Agave, and you all will get a dining documentary of that one. Once I come back, you'll be able to see. All right, next is Gumbe. So this is their Korean barbecue restaurant on board. I'm a little nervous. I don't know if this is one of those restaurants where you cook the food yourself. You see, you have this hot pot in the middle. I cook every day for y'all. I'm not even lying. So when I go somewhere, which is rare, it's nice to be able to be served. But Gumbe, if you like Asian inspired cuisine, this is Gumbe. So you all can check it out. And it looks like they have some sake or maybe some Asian inspired wine. Oh gosh, we got to cook the food ourselves. Am I going to like this one, Lauren?
I don't know. I'm going to tell you, we had reservations for that restaurant, but we didn't go. We wound up doing room service, and the room service was so good. It was unbelievable. I think we had a New York strip steak, and we had I think sea bass and dessert. So by the time we did by the time we ate our food, which was supposed to be just a snack, we're gonna have dinner later on. No, it's like it was, so I didn't get a chance to eat there. I walked through the restaurant, when it wasn't open, and really nice setup, but I didn't get a chance to actually partake. Yeah.
Well, maybe you'll have a chance this time. Lauren is cruising with us, you all. She is our travel agent. So again, this is your final sail away Q&A. We are 30 days out exactly. It is October 13th for this live stream, and we sail out November 13th. So it's not too late. It is too late for any payment plan. So if you want to join us, you will need to pay in full, but you can still get a room. You can still make your dinner reservations, and you can still join our circle. Lauren will be there. I'll be there. And I don't know how many, 2,000 of your closest friends plus others in the Maggie community will be coming, plus some new ones are coming with us. So really exciting. But I love what you said about room service. So, some of us like to be in the mix, but some of us like to either wake up slow or wind down slow. And if you can have a full dinner brought to you in your room or any quiet place on the ship, why not? And this is why I'm loving that we're doing a cruise again, because you all can make the vacation that you want to make. Lady C says it sounds delicious, and bottom line with booze is excited too. Yeah, I'm really excited. Okay, so we will see if we make it back to Gumbe, but if you like your Korean barbecue, they have that on board. Extra virgin. I don't know if I made a reservation for this one, but this is, I don't know why she has her purse on the table, but y'all didn't ask me that. This is the Italian restaurant on board. So if you like Italian cuisine, looks like they have a pasta and aperitivo restaurant for you all. I heard you said that you went there, Lauren. So you all have the option to have your Italian and then a lot more. So let's see what else. The test kitchen. I have made reservations for the test kitchen. Now, I've heard this is not the place to go if you are a picky eater. This is the place to go if you like experimenting with food, if you like different chef-inspired creations. It's really small portions, think tasting plate. But when I called, she said, go there either earlier in the evening and then go somewhere else later at night because it's all included, or switch. Have a big dinner earlier, like at 6 o'clock, and then 8 or 9 o'clock, go do the tasting menu. But I do have a reservation for the test kitchen. So you all will see a dining documentary for this one. I'm really excited about it, but I know not everybody is as far as that is concerned. And so, yeah, interesting names. They have an ice cream spot. They have a cozy dock house. They have outside dining, pizza. You all get the, there's 20 plus different restaurants on board. So I think there's something for everyone. All right. So before we move on to the registration process, anything else to shout out either about the accommodations or the food, Lauren?
Right now, if they were doing it, if anyone is still thinking about sailing and they would be a sole sailor, they could get a insider, which is, as of today, I think that the rate is $13.52 all in. So, and that would be for inside with no windows, still great room, still great cruise, and yeah, that's so. As long as there's rooms available, it's not too late until I think they start. I don't know if it's 48 hours, maybe a week before the cruise that no more bookings are taken. But if you're interested, don't wait. Go ahead and book your room.
Absolutely. So we have a question from Val. She says, Lauren, do you know if the lines are long and what is the best time to get food?
The lines are long. You mean to get food or okay. So okay, let me start from the very beginning then. So getting on the ship, you will have a set time to arrive. So they do recommend you do not arrive any earlier time than your set time. So if your time is 3:15, come 3 o'clock at the earliest, I would say, because they have lines or for that particular group, and they then take that group on into the terminal because there is no where to sit. There's no waiting area on the outside, so they have a line designated for you based on the time you're supposed to check in. So once those people queue up, they take you into the building, upstairs to where you actually present your documents for the cruise, which will be your passport, which I highly recommend. That you travel with a passport that has 6 months or longer remaining time before it expires. If you don't travel with a passport, you have to have your birth certificate, which is the certified copy of your birth certificate, not any souvenir copies, and you have to have your driver's license. And most states now are going to the real ID, where where they've verified you. Like, we're here in Georgia, so we have a real ID. We're a real ID state. There are a few states that are still have not come into the system yet, but that's going to be the requirement to travel. But passport, because just in case you have to, hopefully there's no emergencies, you have to come back to the States and fly. You need a passport to fly back. So there's not, with Virgins, I didn't really experience any lines because everything was just like, okay, you get in, you check in. We sat down for maybe once we got inside, like once you get inside, they don't have like when you like Maggie, you know, when you go on other cruise lines, you get a cruise card. On Virgin, you get a bracelet or a C-band. Like, so I forgot to look at my old bracelet, but it's like it's a little plastic oval, I would say. It's not oval, but I'm gonna say it's oval, and it's like a little cord that you tie on to your wrist, and in that C-band, that's your entry point into the cruise ship, because you swipe that and they read your information. And anytime you want to, like on board, like if you were purchasing something on board, you would swipe your card. You would swipe, not the card, sorry, you swipe your band. When you enter your room, you would swipe your band. Yes. So you would swipe your band. So this is your band, you know, you would swipe it. It has all your information on there. And they do, that's one thing we didn't discuss earlier. They do have shops on board. So if you wanted to shop, you would use your band to shop. Now, coming for lines, I had reservations for all my restaurants, and I didn't see any lines when I was looking, like walking around the ship otherwise. So I really, in reference to the restaurants, I really can't answer that. If there are, I'm sure they're not going to be, you know, massive lines, because the ship itself is 110 ton, which is a large ship, but the passenger wise, it's not as large as, like, say, Royal Caribbean, like we were on. That was, you know, huge, because this ship, it was almost, you know, twice the size of the one the one we went on last year, like twice the size of the Bad Lady. So you're gonna have fewer passengers, but I never felt crowded on the ship, so I can't really answer the reference to lines. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Thank you so much. So Val, again, for those of you all that are booked, I would highly recommend either downloading the Virgin Voyages app onto your mobile phone, or go to the website, create your one-time username and password. You probably already had to do that to book, and then go ahead and select your dining. At least you have something booked. And like Lauren did when she was there, if you change your mind, you decide to go to another restaurant or go to room service, you're good to go. But since there aren't any buffets, doesn't sound like there's going to be long queues of people waiting to get in. You can walk up to some places. If they have availability, they'll seat you, but it doesn't seem like there's going to be long lines. So I'm really excited about that. So hopefully that answers your question, Val. And when you all go online, you'll see it's like 5 o'clock, 5:15, 5:30. You can pick whenever you want to go in, you know, increments between like 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. or something like that.
Right.
All right. So that is Virgin High Level. I want to move over to the registration page that Lauren set up for us. Again, the link is in the description. So I want to spend the next little bit going through that so you all have the details. So again, this is our second annual Maggie Meetup Cruise. All right. Happy birthday. Val says, yes, if the food lines are long. Yeah, no, you're good to go. Okay, so Lauren put together this website for us. Again, thank you, Lauren. I love, love, love having a professional travel agent. She is handling everything, y'all. Nothing comes through me. I am booked. I will fly in and see you all there. All right. So this is all Lauren's expertise. And again, she is a proper travel agent. If you need to have a group event, she does all the magic. Okay, so let's take a look at these pages so you all can see. Apparently, this is the port in Miami. So we will all sail out of Miami. All right, so you need to get yourself to Miami. We leave Wednesday, November 13th, and the ship departs at, I believe, 6 p.m. Some of y'all are getting in the day before. Some of us are flying in the morning of. Whatever you do, like Lauren said, when you book at this point, you're going to pick a time slot that you want to check in. So they stagger checking people in so there's not those long lines waiting to board. So let's say my check-in time, I think mine is around 3 p.m. We'll fly in the morning, Uber there, and then when it's time for us to get onto the ship, we'll come in at our time. But apparently this is what the port looks like at night. All right. So we are sailing from Miami. All right. So that is a beautiful view of the port. So yes, you all can still join us. We are exactly 30 days out. We are doing 5 days and 4 nights in the Caribbean. All right. So we're doing the Fire and Sunset Soiree, and it's from November 13th through November 17th. A little bit before my birthday, but y'all don't want to spend Thanksgiving with me, and I totally understand. So this is a beautiful view of, looks like the back of the ship. This must be the Wake restaurant, because like we said, it has the view of the Wake. So yes, I think that's beautiful, and I love the color red. So this is our ship, the Valiant Lady. Look at the beautiful water behind us. Okay. So our itinerary, just so everybody knows, again, it's a Wednesday through Sunday, November 13th through 17th. This is our second time doing it. So first day, everybody needs to be in Miami. The ship pulls away at 6 p.m. and they will not wait on you. Now, Lauren, you said all aboard is 2 hours before departure. So the last time you can get on is 4 p.m. So don't play any games. They will not wait on you. Some of y'all are even flying in the night before just to avoid anything. But the ship will leave at 6, but we got to be on by 4 p.m. All right. So make sure you plan accordingly so you all get to enjoy your vacation with me. So then we sail. We push away at 6 p.m. The second day we're on board, it's a sailing day, a full day on the water. All right. You won't even know that you're on the water unless you look out there. That's stable. On day 3, we're going to stop at Key West, Florida, and you will have the whole day to explore Key West. I've already booked an excursion for a food tasting walking tour. So you all will see about that. But it's an excursion. You can do as much as you want to with me or nothing at all. But the day 3 is going to be on Key West. So yes, I'm going to have some key lime and sample some other things too. On day 4, we're going to Virgin's private island, which is Bimini in the Bahamas, and we're there all day. So we sail overnight, and then we're there from 8:30 to 7, 8:30 in the morning to 7 p.m. So you have all day at Bimini. And again, I have booked a cabana, so I'll have like a little touchdown spot, relax, look at the water. Or if you want to splash about, that's totally fine too. But day 4, we're going to be at Bimini and then sail overnight back to Miami. So round trip to Miami, we touch down at 6 a.m. You can have breakfast on the ship, and then you will disembark and then back to your original destination. So that is our itinerary. So before I go on, Lauren, anything else to call out about the itinerary?
Actually, I was gonna say Bimini is actually it's not a private island. They have a private beach club because people actually live on Bimini. Yeah, and Bimini, when you get to Bimini, you will have to take a tram to the beach club. There, so it's not like going to like Coco Cay where you can walk to. They have a little cart too, and you can. Oh, I'll take the walk. No, you can't walk. It's a distance, and you'll see they have hotels. They have hotels. There's a casino out there. So, hey, if you want to drop by if you haven't spent all your money already on Virgin, you can also go to the casino. I think it's the Hilton property, if I remember correctly, out there. But I remember seeing at least 2 different casino properties out there. And the path that you drive, you actually will see the homes of the islanders that live there, and then you'll be dropped off at the beach club, Bimini Beach, the beach club there. So yeah.
Okay, good to know. So while you guys are watching this video, so I didn't know that. So the Bimini is an actual island where people live, but Virgin has part of the island carved out as a beach club just for those of us that are going to be on the ship. So you can see here, there's going to be pools, there's going to be like lounge chairs, there's going to be food. And again, all of this is included. So we will be at Bimini from 8:30 in the morning until 7 at night. So you can wake up slow if you want to, and then mosey on. Like I said, I'll have a cabana, or if you want to splash about, you can be there all day if you want to. So this will be me with my drinks and everything, but there's everything that you need to: food, drinks, everything at Bimini. All right. And yes, I will have a cabana. So for those of you all that are coming, I will be laid out. Okay. So that's good to know. So let's continue on. Let's go scroll up here. All right, so we've looked at that. So if you all want to join us, it's not too late, but you do need to move quickly. So like Lauren said, they will continue to book as long as there are rooms up to about a week before. We are 30 days out. And we announced this last year. So if y'all are hearing it for the first time, I'm sorry. But last year when we came back from Royal Caribbean, Lauren had already set up cruise number 2. And I bet you she's already thinking about what we're going to do next year. But we will announce that when we come back from this one. Okay, so some of y'all knew about this last year. You have a whole year to plan. If you're hearing about it now, it's not too late, but you need to fill out the form. So again, this is in the link in the description. So I will drop it in the chat just in case anybody wants to grab it. But this is the information. Again, this is Lauren's website. Everything comes to her. I do not see any of your information. I do not get any of your money. All right. I am booked myself. Just happy to be there. So you'll need to provide your name, who you're traveling with, if you're traveling with anyone, your date of birth, and whether or not you are a citizen. If you have a passport, you need your email. What type of room do you want? Do you have any special needs? What's your address? What's your telephone number? And are you pregnant? All right. So that is the information that you need to provide. And Lauren is such a ninja with this stuff. She takes the information and like presto magic, she makes the reservation and you start getting emails from Virgin with your confirmation number and it's all set. Before I move on, Lauren, anything else on the registration that we need to share?
No, that's about it. But when you go to the, it's 2 things, because you can actually go, when you take the link on Virgin, that push you to the cruise portion of Virgin, but then the registration gives you, gives me your information and it gives me a heads up too that you're cruising. So, and it allows me to enter you into my database so I can keep up with you.
Yes, absolutely. Some people have asked, and some people have, just in full transparency, can you just book the cruise yourself directly with Virgin? Yes, you can, at the rates that they have on their website. You will just be outside of our travel group. Will I still see you there? Absolutely. So if you want to, that's fine. But like Lauren said, when you guys book with our group, since Lauren is our real travel agent, if you need to make any changes, like we've already had somebody that thought they were traveling solo, but they decided to bring somebody else with them, wanted to rearrange the beds. Can we do that? Lauren makes all these things happen. We had somebody who got assigned a room on the ship in either the front or the back, and maybe it was going to be too noisy. They were a light sleeper. I don't know. All this stuff comes to Lauren. She can rearrange wherever your room is on the ship. So there are different benefits by being part of our group, so we can make sure you all are taken care of. But again, you can do your own thing. I'm just letting you all know what Lauren has set up for us. Okay.
That's really important, because the thing to say, yes, if you book direct with any cruise line, the agency I wouldn't have access to your reservation unless you transfer. So you could book direct if, like, say, if you didn't use the link with Maggie, so it wouldn't come to me. I wouldn't know. But if you did decide just to call or the link was broken or whatever, and you booked direct, you could still notify me, and then we could have the booking transferred to me, to my agency, and I can service your reservation. But if not, I can't assist in any way with your reservation. And that's the major disadvantage of, of booking direct with Virgin or with any other cruise line, because you don't have that personal service that you get from a travel advisor.
Yes. And y'all, working with Lauren, it does not cost us anything more. I want to be transparent about that. And actually, up to a certain point, those of you all who booked early, we got a certain rate and certain privileges because we did have a travel agent. At this point, this late in the game, you'll still be part of our booking, but whatever the current price is the price. So Lauren won't be able to do any negotiations like that, but it's so good for her to have visibility on who's with us, so we make sure that you are taken care of. Okay, so that is the registration form. The next thing that you all will need to do, the guest terms and conditions. This is an e-signature form, making sure you all know about Robin is our travel agent for this trip. If you cancel, it's $25, which I think that is nothing, but just making sure you all have all the information. So you'll just need to check yes that there's a cancellation fee, because Lauren does a lot of work for us, you all, and I want to make sure that it's worth her time. We're going to have a great time, but we want to make sure you all have all the information. Make sure that you know that you need to have your passport or your documents, so you don't show up just with the driver's license and you can't go. And then if you want, this is optional, but if you want to add travel insurance, Lauren can get you a quote for that too. That way, if you have any issues or injuries or anything, it will be covered, because a lot of stuff at sea is not going to be covered like it would be on land. So just keep that in mind. You'll put your email, your name, and your date, and you will sign the terms and conditions. So anything else to call out about the terms and conditions, Lauren?
No, that's about it.
Okay, fantastic. Let us keep on. And again, y'all, we are wrapping up, but this is the second annual Maggie Meetup Cruise out of Miami. We are 30 days out from Miami to Key West to Bimini, Bimini back to Miami. It's not too late if you want to cruise with us. This is our final Q&A. We've done 3 of these. We did one as soon as we came back from the last cruise last year to announce this year's cruise. We did another one a couple months ago to kind of say, hey, everybody, we're almost there. And this is our last one, 30 days out. So if you're in North America, a month from now, it's probably going to be a little colder. If you want to have warm weather as we approach the holidays, if you want to do something just for you before the craziness of the family, we'd love to have you with us. Okay, so that's your terms and conditions, and then the credit card authorization form. So this again goes to Lauren. I see nothing. So you'll put in your information. There's Lauren's actual business address. She's here in Atlanta with me, and her email address. You all can look her up. She's a proper travel agency. She wants to know what airline you're flying in on. She needs to know your name, the dates you're arriving and departing, what type of card you want to use. At this point, you are going to have to pay in full because we're 30 days out. Your name and then the credit card number, you don't put that here. She will take that from you privately. How much you're paying, when it expires, your code, the address, and your electronic signature, the date, telephone, and email. So then you will submit this and Lauren will connect with you to actually get the payment. Anything else to add about the payment, Lauren?
No, this right now, the credit card authorization was more so for, someone who would have been making payment plans, because now, anyone who is, planning to sail, if they're doing it, if they want me to complete the registration, so yes, I would need the credit card authorization form. But some individuals have gone directly through your link, because even though some of us do get on YouTube and everything, we don't do much beyond that online. So I would handle that, and I would need you to fill out the credit card authorization form in that respect. But if you're using the link and you're booking directly, that all the information that just was stated there would be taken through Virgin, through their site, and payment would be made directly to Virgin. Because even when the credit card is, even if I handled it, the payment again goes through Virgin. No money is paid to me. So the charge you will see for personally would be if you did when you're working with me, when you give me your credit card, it's to the vendor. So I'm the travel advisor, but the vendor in this case is Virgin Voyages. So that's who you would see on your credit card statement at the end of the month. So I don't take any cash or any other monies from people.
Yeah, that's really important, you all, because I want to be completely transparent. And I know sometimes people put on events in the internet space and things don't always go well. And I am a woman of my word. And Lauren is a proper travel agent. You all have her information here. I want you all to see. You can look her up. This is Lauren Robbins, and she is Robbins Cruise Connections, LLC. So it is a proper business. She has her business address. She has her phone number and her email. And this is where we're going to be sailing from, the Terminal V for Virgin Voyages in Miami. So I'll leave this here in case anybody wants to screenshot it. But I love what Lauren said. When you all sail with Lauren, and I'm saying this because when I booked, this is what happened last year and this year. When she gets us set up, she collects our information and gives it to the cruise line. So last year, my statement said Royal Caribbean. This year, the charges say Virgin Voyages. So there's no funny business here. Everything is on the up and up. You have my word on that. What is also good when you all book with our circle, we get emails from Virgin, like updating us, hey, it's time to book your restaurant, all of that. And at the bottom of every email, it says your first mate, which is what they call it, our travel agent, is Lauren Robbins, Robin Cruise Connections, right? So that way we know that we're sailing as a group. Lauren knows who's part of that group, and Virgin knows who is part of our group, and we all roll up under Lauren. So she makes sure we are taken care of. When I booked my flight, I sent her my flight information so she knows when I'm arriving. I told her what kind of room we wanted. She got it taken care of. She found us a good spot on the ship that would be peaceful and whatever. I am just going to show up. We're going to celebrate my birthday a couple weeks early because I'm a Thanksgiving baby. And for those of you all that are coming, I cannot wait to meet you in person. I'll bring gifts. We'll have a meet and greet. You can ask me any questions that you want. We'll have lots of fun over 5 days and 4 nights. And then we will do it all over again next year. So Lauren, you have anything else as we close out?
No, just looking forward to seeing everyone. Looking forward to being back on the water because although Maggie thinks I'm retired, I'm not retired yet. Just a few more years. I just spend as much time as I can on a cruise ship. So yeah. So come on, join us. We all deserve rest and relaxation. And I think a cruise is, I always think that, or I would say that the cruise is a working man's best vacation because you don't have to work. You get on that ship, you do as little or as much as you want to do, and someone else is catering to you. So, yes.
I love that. So yes, you all, we will be sailing away 1 month from today. You will see pictures. When I come back from the cruise, I'll do my dining documentaries and recap. It's not too late to join us. Again, Wednesday, November 13th through Sunday, November 17th. So if you want a little R&R before the crazy holidays or some warm weather before it gets too cold, we'd love to have you. The link is in the description. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. This is our travel agent, Lauren. And I want to say thank you for making this incredibly easy. And again, y'all, if you need to book your own event for your own group, Lauren can help you with all of the details. She set up the website. She did everything, y'all. I'm just happy to be here. Val, I'm so glad you were here. I think you had asked for this, so I wanted to put this together for you. All right, everybody. So today is Sunday. So I'll be back in the kitchen tomorrow cooking with Aisha. We'll do another Maggie Mondays with Maggie, and we'll come up with something to cook. And for everybody else, I hope you have a wonderful Sunday evening, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much, Lauren.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, everybody. Bye.